Hello? Are you ready? Ah! I'm trying not to blow out my mic, but everyone freaking group scream. Oh my god. Hey, I said hello and are you ready before I screamed. I tried not to jump scare. Oh, my bot's not on. Let me fix that. Hold on. Hold on. Um, Hi everyone. Belzy, hi. This week this is what I feel to this week. Is it only Wednesday? I don't even. Yeah. Yep. Okay, the bot's on. Sorry. I did good getting everything set up very quickly because I came into my office to get ready to stream, and evidently Artie this morning, she loves her water. You all know this. Loves her water. And instead of eating her breakfast first, she decided to chug the fresh water I gave her, which was cold. Does anyone else ever chug water on an empty stomach and then get a tummy ache? Because there's nothing else in your tummy? So evidently at some point she had just puked the water back up. So that's why stream was late, because I came into my office and I had to But Patch today. We're taking Patch to the vet on Friday. They don't have anything earlier. Because remember when Patch was pooping himself? Over and over and over? Oh, I didn't even realize that the Switch 2 Direct was on. I'll have to go back and look at it. They are so nice. Originally, they didn't have anything open until like the end of the month. And they were like, call back every morning and we'll see if we have like a sick appointment open. And then, like, they're great. They're so nice. They're so sweet. We've taken every single animal that we own to them. Even the ones that we don't. We call them about Gandalf. And she was like, hold on. I think that I can put you in on Friday. And then she was like, Friday, 3 o'clock? And I'm like, done. Let's go. Like that, sure. I don't even know what they're going to do. I don't even know what can be done. They already tested his poop and it's been fine. So, but this morning, his tummy was kind of grumbly, so I took him out. James, your timer. What?
Good.
Okay. By the way, that timer was for James's COVID test. This is my day. This is my day. My freaking god. Oh, okay. So, it was negative. It was. That was the timer for him to be able to read the result. It was negative. Let's manifest that it continues to stay negative. Because he's just feeling crappy. And I think it's the weather going up and down, up and down, up and down. But he's been on base this week. And he doesn't wear, they don't have to wear masks. And, I just would rather. He's like, I'm freezing. I'm like, I have this dry cough. I've got all that. I'm like, just take one. Just take one. I fully think it's the weather, because the weather, you can hear me. Like, it's just gross. But I'm like, just to be sure that we don't need to try and that you don't need to stop going into the drill, that we can sleep in the same room kind of thing. Yeah, so Patch had this weird thing earlier, like late last month, where he... Sorry, I'm just like talking. I'm not crafting. I'm waiting for Kit Kat. I don't even know if she knows that. Whenever you can, do you want to pick a Oh, you're here! Hi! Sorry if I missed you. Do you want to pick a purple while I'm just talking? Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't read everyone's name. Normally, I read everyone's name when I start stream. And I just could, you know? I just... Zero energy, zero fucks. Like, let's pick purple yarn while we yap. Are we thinking, we're thinking dark, right? Where's my yarn? Hey Google, turn on Megan's office. Thanks, bestie. Okay. So yeah, a while ago, and then there was light, thanks to the Google. So earlier last month, Patch was just randomly crapping himself. Now, you all know Patch. Patch, oh, you can't see that. Patch is obnoxious in letting you know that he has to go. He doesn't have accidents in the house on purpose. He is like, I have to poop, it's everyone's problem. Okay? Hang on. This camera shows the color better. Boop. So, he was doing this weird thing where he would just all of a sudden poop. And I'm like going closer on them. Sometimes it was solid, sometimes it was loose. This morning, his tummy was kind of grumbly making sounds, and I was like, oh, bud, are you hungry? Took him outside, he peed and pooped. He had a hair stuck in his butt. So I pulled, I got that out. Either purple or dark orchid. These ones. Not only coping, but just like, I don't know, sometimes it all just piles up. I can also pull out the skein if you would like to see the actual skein. I like the purple too. So we brought in a stool sample. The vet was like, there's nothing wrong. Awesome. Super. Super. So we had been giving him a joint supplement. I couldn't even think of the word. A joint supplement to try and help him because he's 11 or will be 11 in a few months. I made a decision. High five. So we were giving him a joint supplement because, you know, when he jumps up or when he walks, like, his joints get kind of shaky. So we had increased that, and I was like, maybe the increase in that is what is causing the poo. Maybe because it says to give it to them with food to try and avoid gastro upset. We're like, maybe it's just too much. So we stopped giving it to him, and he stopped having the poo problems. We also gave him some rice. Okay. After a while, it seemed like the rice was kind of doing the opposite, where it was kind of binding a little too much. So we slowly tapered it off, and after like a week, we were like, okay, no more rice. Y'all, I fed everyone this morning. I gave Patch some bread because his tummy was upset and he didn't want to eat. I fed Maple. I came upstairs from feeding Maple to 4 solid, no, that's not true, 5 piles of poop in my living room. Like he just had the walking crap. 5. From pick-upable to I need paper towels. Only 2 of them were on the wood. The rest were on the carpet. Guess which 2 were on the wood? The easily pick-upable ones. So, I mean, maybe TMI, but really what's TMI at this point? I haven't even put a bra on yet. I am now spending 30 minutes with Nature's Miracle picking up, cleaning up poop. Boobs just doing whatever. I go to wash my hands and throw out the bag. That's it. Wash my hands, throw out the bag. The whole time, the whole time, less than like a minute and a half. I come back. He is literally in the process of shitting again. I actually screamed. I went, like, and literally James is at drill. So at that point, I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, well, I think you're empty. And I'm like, I'm gonna go put on a bra because these guys, I need a bra. It's not comfortable for me if I'm not. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go put on a bra. I'm gonna walk away from this because either you're gonna keep going or we're finally done. And so I go, hi Connie. I get dressed. I come back. He is lying on the sofa. I clean up the mess. Again, and James was able to give me a call. He had like a break on base and he was able to call me because he was like, I don't know what they're going to do with the vet other than probably run a bunch of tests. like expensive tests. And I'm like, honest to goodness, and we have always said this by our animals, we will do everything to be sure they are comfortable, happy, healthy. But if their quality of life is going down, if they are struggling, we will make the hard decision. Because no animal should live like that. And I like, listen, Patch has more bumps. He has like all these fatty tumors. Like none of them are cancerous that we've had checked. He's got so many. I'm sure that some of them might be. I don't even know. He has one that's massive. Like he is a lumpy, bumpy dog. Evidently, some of this poop stuff could be like maybe he's got something going on there. You know, maybe he has a tumor that's pushing on some. You know, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I it could just be that he's got like something wrong with, like, I don't know. And if there is something we can do that will fix him and make him comfortable without making him suffer, like, no, we're never going to do chemo with a dog. Like, that's just, unless like it's something that like they're able to remove the whole like cancerous thing and they just need to do a little bit to like make sure that whatever is left behind, you know what I mean? We're not going to, it's just not fair. It's not fair. So we're going to do right by him. And we'll figure out whatever that is. They'll probably want to do some kind of CAT scan, something expensive, I'm sure, to check his poo, and then we'll have to go from there. And it's just like, this is not, he's miserable, I'm miserable. They haven't done a blood test, on this. No, they did do a stool sample. They'll probably do a blood test. Again, it'll probably be a very expensive vet visit this Friday. Me too, Petrichor. My last two. Yep. Yeah. So, you know, we're gonna figure out what we can. Obviously, I mean, you all know we're constantly going into the red for our pets, with credit cards and stuff like that too. Yeah, and see, like there are definitely instances where treating the cancer is not cruel, where there is like you can. Like, I've seen animals who have had it, like, they just have, like, a leg removed. It was in their leg, and once that's removed, they don't have cancer anymore. Like, that absolutely is going to be one of the times that we're going to treat it. But, like, Coco, for instance, her passing was like that. Like, we had to say goodbye to her overnight because she had fluid in her heart, like, around her heart, like, the chamber. And they were like, based on everything, they couldn't, without doing more invasive tests, they're like, it's more than likely cancer. And they did some stuff, and then they drained the fluid so that we could bring her home the next day. Like, it was back. So, like, they were like, that's more than likely cancer. And there was nothing that we could do. Like, we could, like, we could have done like some kind of chemo treatment plan, and we could have maybe gotten weeks to 2 months. And I'm like, that's cruel. That's for us. She right now is not suffering. She's like, oh my God, we're going for a car ride again? This is the best day of my life. And I'm like, I'm not putting her through that to get a couple more weeks for our sake. She's happy as can be right now. She has no idea. Like, why would I make her suffer so that I get a little more time? Like, of course I'd love to, but No, I mean, no one should get cancer. No, no one should. But pets, especially, when they're just so kind and so sweet, and even Patch, he's an ass. But like, it's not right. Like, they just shouldn't. They just, um, pet is that I don't know if I can afford it if they get sick. Yeah, that's definitely, that's hard. Um, Here in the, let me get yarn so that way I can keep talking and doing something. um, Here in the U.S., at least, we have, and this, I mean, this depends obviously if you can get approved for it. Um, there is a credit card called Care Credit that most vets will take. That vets will take. Um, and so Care Credit, a lot of times, if it's more than like $100, you get 6 months to pay it off, which is fabulous. We unfortunately just we didn't pay off one of theirs in time, so we got hit with like $150 worth of interest, but it's still on a credit card, and so that was, yeah, I don't know if they have it elsewhere, um, but it's hard. It's hard when they get sick. Um, I'm not sure, Emily, of all of the things that. So, this is not the right purple. Hold on. Kit Kat, I might have to go into my bin unless I put it in the wrong. I put it in the wrong one. Yeah, you're big twist purple. Okay. I was about to say I might have to go into my bin. My storage bin where I have 27 purples. um Things that Dalmatians are prone to having. Bladder problems, bladder stones. They're prone to being deaf and or blind. Um but they, like, those are their main three things. They I'm finding out, evidently, the lumps and bumps that he has is also not uncommon for Dalmatians. I did not know that. Like the fatty tumors and stuff like that. Okay. Like when I had done, again, research is constantly changing. Research is constantly evolving. When I first got my guinea pigs, the cage that he was in was the right one. And he was meant to be a solo animal. And then by the time that I got my next one, I knew I needed two guinea pigs and a much larger cage. So, like, things are constantly changing. So I don't really know. We love them so much, yeah. In the red from my old boy that died a year ago, absolutely. Sending all the love to all those who have lost pets, 1000%. You wouldn't enjoy either watching her be miserable. Exactly, yeah. Like, oh yay, look at her. She's still here with us, but like, we have to carry her down the stairs. She can't run around. Like, that's terrible. That's no way to live. Oh yeah, and the vet, like, the cost of stuff just keeps going up. Hi, Allison. Like, the cost of stuff just keeps going up and up and up. Yeah, so deafness is the more common issue with Dalmatians, even when they're spotted, even when they don't look like, traditionally, animals that are supposed to be like multicolored and are born all white have a higher chance of having deafness or blindness. But Dalmatians can look just like a Dalmatian should and be deaf. It's actually very, very common. Again, if you think about, like, and Allison can probably talk a lot about this because Allison has, like, degrees in dog stuff. When you think about it, Dalmatians are one of those dogs that really hasn't been mixed with anything. Like most Dalmatians are coming from like a very small group of like a bloodline, if that makes sense. And so those problems, while they can be kind of outbred, and the responsible breeders are working at getting, you know, more of that stuff out. But it's just one of those things that deafness is unfortunately very common. You all know he's not deaf. He hears the beagle walking down the street. He hears the truck pull up and like park down the block, and he's like, no, screw you. I hate you. And it's like, there are times where I've joked with him. I'm like, you know, I know that we checked, like that was one of the things when we, I mean, again, most places aren't going to, I hate this, most of the time, if a Dalmatian is deaf, they're not going to sell them. You know what I mean? They're going to either do a good thing and bring them to a shelter, or do a bad thing and do what some breeders do to animals that are substandard. It's substandard. So, you know, when I very first met him, that was one of the things that I remember doing, was like checking to make sure that he could hear. And boy, oh boy, could he. Boy, oh boy. Can't sell it yeah. Fell into that category with the all white animals, yeah. Yep. Yeah, so again, Dalmatians though won't necessarily be all white. They'll look completely normal. And the other thing too is that, oh man, this camera is laggy today. Dalmatians can have blue eyes, and blue eyes is not necessarily, blue eyes does not equal deaf in Dalmatians like it does in some other breeds too. So like they're very genetically mysterious, I guess. Hi, Crocheting Beta. 2 more. So yeah, he doesn't have that deafness problem. Dalmatians can also be very protective dogs. Which is why we tried to train him when he was young to not be reactive and protective, but clearly we failed. And it's sad because there's a part, like Dalmatians, you can ask like that has been my dream dog since I was a child. Kind of. My God, I'm sorry. I don't know. My brain went not as much as Royals used to be. I'm sorry. I don't know why my mind went there. But a lot. I'm so sorry. My brain just. I know I'm not wrong. It's just like, what an unhinged thing to think. Like it just like boop, boop. They are, like, I'm sure that if you did genetic testing on all, like, Dalmatians out there, they would probably be all related in some steps away from each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, when they breed Dalmatians, they're looking for ones that aren't deaf, aren't blind, don't have, I mean, it'd be great if they could figure out the bladder stone problem. Because that was a $5,000 surgery when he was like 3 years old. Anywho. Fades back into the shadows. He was black and blind. Yeah, it's absolutely like you can. It's not necessarily like I feel like we tend to think of specific things for specific qualities or characteristics. Like, oh yeah, that's more likely to have again blindness, deafness, whatever in the family, or again, however we want to look at it. Um, the more like this is one of those things too. People are all about getting purebreds, getting purebreds. I hate to tell you, but like Petrichor was saying, purebreds are more likely to have problems now than mutts are. Not to say that when you get a mutt, you're not going to have a problem, because unfortunately, like Cooper passed away from cancer too, and Cooper was like, he was like a backyard, like now he wasn't bred, but like his mom was picked up off the streets. They don't know who his dad was. Like it was one of those like he was labeled a lab boxer pit mix. Like, and it's still a problem. I mean, pitties are also prone to cancer, but that's besides the point. Um, so it's a mess, and I don't know what's going to come of it. And I will obviously keep you all in the loop. Oh yeah. No, I just saw your message in Discord, Georgina. Yeah. 2020. 2020, like people people like I trauma is weird, and trauma takes time to work through. Like, my agoraphobia is still pretty bad, but the reason that it became so bad was because of COVID. COVID happening, and then so the world being told like don't go outside. Bet my anxiety sticking. I hear that. Mm-hmm. 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 Um, I can stay inside, no worries. And then I think I think we lost Pip first. Pipsqueak passed away first, and then Coco, and then Smudge, all within 4 months. And Coco and Smudge, all three were traumatic in different ways. Um, so that is why I had trauma leaving the house, and that is why I could not go out, and that is why I struggled so bad, was because it was just two different times that we left were under emergency and duress. And that means that I couldn't take my anxiety meds. That means I couldn't prepare myself. And one of those times I was alone, um, because James was at drill and Coco had collapsed and I had to take her. And it was me by myself. And it just, that, all of that stuff, there was just so much trauma that happened within less than 5 months that I just could not cope. And it's literally, I'm 5 years in and I'm finally going out on my own. Let me see what Allison said. A lot of people breeding for looks too, the breed standard look. Yeah. If you look at breed standards are a disaster and are a mess. And I think that some of them, aren't they starting to try and reverse some of the breed standards for certain breeds because they realize that they're literally just being bred to like die? Like pugs can't breathe. Um, I can't think of the other dog. Is it a bull terrier? There's another like terrier mix. Same thing. Like the facial features have become so deformed that like it's not correct. French bulldog, I know that one too. Yeah. Um, I do feel like Dalmatian breeding hasn't changed a lot. Like I feel like the breed standard for Dalmatians, which is really funny to me. Like Patch is technically, he looks like how a Dalmatian is meant to look. But what they look for in like a gold, like a show stopping high standard, perfect dog are their spots. How their spots are laid out. Are their spots in a pleasing manner? So the fact that one of Patch's spots on his sides looks like a penis would probably, make him not. Like, it's how many spots are on their ears versus on their face versus on their body, on their, like, it's a whole thing. But, like, at least it hasn't, like, that hasn't distorted the breed to the point where you're like, what is that? Like, German Shepherds, they need to fix them. Their hips are so bad. Like, German Shepherds, one of their biggest problems is their hips. Their backs slope. Like, and that's the breed standard. They're supposed to look like that. And I'm like, no dog should look like that. Yeah. And basically my brain went, bad things happen when I leave my house. And I was like, cool, I just won't leave my house. And then again, like I said, COVID really made it so, like, don't leave unless you have to. Bet. I can do that. So yeah, 2020 was a really bad year for me. For a lot of reasons. I mean, it was a bad year for a lot of people. But, like, the pet passing started in 2019 and it ended in 2020. Like, right before COVID hit its peak. So it was like all of these traumatic things. And then it was like, oh God. Yeah, they're finally, like, starting to unbreed the unhealthy traits. As they should. Trying to reverse the damage of breeding. Yeah. It's sad. I hope they stop the tail or ear docking or whatever. Yeah, sometimes I feel like it's necessary. Allison, you can probably correct me on this. Ear docking I don't think is ever necessary, but the tail docking I feel like is sometimes a necessary thing because they're so, like, their tails are so long and so strong that they're likely to break. Isn't that something? Like, so they have to maybe not, like, take them away, but, like, at least dock them shorter. I could be wrong. This could be also, like, a made up, like, it could be one of those old wives' tales or whatever. They're adorable, but such a mess, yeah. I got my Frenchie before everyone wanted one. A lot of French bulldogs can easily die when giving birth because of how they're... Yeah! I see a tail dock on a Staffy, it kills me, yeah. Trying to get pug faces back to the original breed standards, not smooshed. Yeah. Well, and then the problem is, Sharn, that the working German Shepherds, some of that, again, that bloodline of... You can see it starting to affect even the working German Shepherd dogs because, again, when you think about it, there's only so many animals that you can breed, I guess, if you're only breeding German Shepherds to German Shepherds, if that makes sense. Like, if you're making a mix, it becomes less of a problem. You can kind of fix some of that. But if you're looking for pure, you're going to eventually start to have the show and work German, like, it's going to start to affect. And I couldn't knit it. Oh, I'm sending you big hugs, Scruffy. Other breeds in the gene pool, yeah. Some people get their dogs docked because they wag their tail so much they keep breaking it. Yeah, there are dogs who literally wag their tails so hard that they break them. Like, had a greyhound in kennels who would wag her tail so hard she'd hit everything with it, and you would just be greeted with blood and they would still be like, "Hi, I'm so happy," and you're like, your tail is falling apart. What is happening? You saw a shrink today and she wants you to work on a hobby that keeps your hands busy? Hi! Have you considered crocheting or cross-stitching or knitting or needle felting? Needle felting is great. You get to stab things. When they're babies, yes. Yeah, unless it's, like, again, a medical necessity. And medical is different than like aesthetic. Don't confuse the two. If it's a medical necessity because of fill in the blank reason, then do it. If it's just because, oh, it looks prettier that way, no, screw you. It's a dog. It's not here to look pretty and like, oh my god. Yeah, the ones when it's to make them look tougher. Oh, that's true too. I have seen working dogs who get their tails docked too, because if they're working among livestock, or if they're a livestock guard dog, um, it could be a safety thing for them to not have a huge long tail, but at the same time, not required, because you look at border collies and they don't ever. Yeah. Vizslas without a dock tail are so interesting because you so often see them docked that you don't realize that they're not born like that. Like it's so fascinating when you see one with a long tail. You're like, oh, you have a schnauzer and only seen pictures of them with the dock tails. I never realized how curled their tail is. Yeah, difference between sheep and cows. So yeah, that's that. If you all could just, I don't know, think good dog thoughts for me on Friday. I don't even know what I want thought. That either we have something that's treatable. I hope for an answer. If you all can keep your fingers crossed, say a prayer, say a good vibe, whatever, that we get an answer, that would be ideal. Just an answer. I don't want it to be, we don't know what's going on, keep doing what you're doing, because what we're doing means me cleaning up poop for hours. So if we could just get either everything is fine, give him this, or do this, or it's a tumor, it can come out, it can't come out, what, like, just an answer, so that I don't have to be like, well, what is it? Knowing what's happening makes it so much easier to deal with. Yeah. Poop free. Yeah. If we could also keep the next couple of days poop free. Yeah, I hate the when everything is fine, because you're like, great, thanks. So why was there so much crap in my living room today? Oh, hey, James. No more medical mysteries, please. Hey, James, can you hear me? Could you, the rice should be done. I know that it's just going to be keeping it warm, but could you just put it in a Pyrex and unplug the machine? There's no reason for it to be on and staying warm. Thank you. I mean, I could do it on stretch break if you can't do it. That's fine, too. If you're... Just let me know. Give it a week to work, and you're like... But I literally, I need a row counter. There you go. I sent this to James. Literally, I like, oh, you can't see that. I like came around the corner and I was like, what the hell are you doing? And he's like, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I exploded again. And I'm like, you can see he's not doing it on purpose. It's just like, ugh. like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you want to just, yeah, waiting a week, coughing up lungs the entire week. Allison, I was amazed at the amount of poo that came out of him today. Thank you, babe.
Yeah, no
problem. Are you having emergency too?
No, not yet. Why?
Well, no, I was gonna say, like, you could also get, like, we have the vitamin C cough drops.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and things like that.
I have Gatorade that I'm sipping on right now.
Okay. Well, no, I was just thinking about, like, again, vitamins. Like,
no, yeah, that makes sense.
Getting vitamin C in you isn't bad.
That'll be later.
Oh, my insides are escaping me. He might, Elf. I would not. I'm not gonna put, because then I have to clean up. Like, I don't know how people do doggy diapers. Because when you have to clean a baby's butt, a baby doesn't have fur on their butt. If you're doing doggy diapers, isn't that just now dog crap stuck to every part of their backside and fur? Maybe? I don't know, Kit Kat. Because, like, I can show you... Like, this is what happens, okay? He was pushing his Kong around, right? He's playing, or he's getting his breakfast. And all of a sudden, he, like, looks back. And he's like, whoa, what's that? And, like, So I don't even know if he would go in time to it, because he's not barking to be like, I have to go out. This is when I was, and I, literally me. Literally me walking around the corner going, ah. Because, like, I would do doggy diapers if it wasn't, like, there's fur involved. Because I can't imagine getting crap stains off of his fur. You know? That's really my kind of questioning, is I don't understand how diapers work with pets. Not trying to be mean or rude. I could look it up, I'm sure. But, like, that to me doesn't make any sense. Because that's just now saturated fur. Saturated poo covered fur. No, so the Kong, what we do when we give him breakfast, he gets a couple of scoops in his bowl. And then he gets, like, a scoop of his food in the Kong as well. And that's just because he's very smart. Dogs need mental stimulation. And since he is a reactive dog who gets stressed out by going places, he doesn't get a lot of mental stimulation. So we do things like we put a scoop of his food in the Kong for him to get out, or we will put it in, like, a snuffle mat so he has to, like, sniff around and find the food, and it's just a way to try and get... It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle, basically. So there's no treats in there, it's just his food. Haven't used them yourself? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know how pet diapers work. Part of me also thinks that he would try and eat it. And I'd come into a room and it would just be like an exploded diaper everywhere, you know? Yeah. reactive dog, and my brain is like, he's a jerk. Yep. He is a reactive jerk. Yeah. I mean, he's worn like baby socks and outfits before, and he doesn't like wearing socks. He pulls those off. Or they get loose and then he pulls them off. Yeah. I don't know. This is all uncharted territory, you know? And it's hard because James is like, we'll put him in the crate. Because, like, we've been working on crate training him again because of the wedding. Like, he'll have to be in the crate when we're at the Ryan's wedding. And I was like, but the issue is, you can see he's not pooping. He's not doing it, like, out of spite. He's not doing it, like... It's just, it happens all of a sudden. He'll be fine, he's not fine anymore. And I'm like, so if we put him in the crate now, he's just going to be, like, stepping in his own crap. Because, like, yeah, it looks like he can't control it. I've learned, because, you know, I've been Googling. Let me see. God, I have so much stuff open. I might have closed it because I was like, oh, he's fine. There's two types of there's incontinence. Well, I guess, like, if I'm not in the room, Sharn, is the idea, like, put him in the crate if I'm not there to keep him from doing it, but at the same time, like, he's not doing it on purpose or in a way of, like, because, like, dogs don't like to mess where they like, if you put them in their crate, like, that's part of why crate training is great when you have a young dog and stuff like that, because they don't like to go where they sleep. And so it keeps them from just going. But I don't think that he's going. To me, it just seems like it just all of a sudden, like, sneaks up on him and he's like, uh-oh. Yeah. So there's, like, I was trying to see, I mean, okay, here it is. Like, they can have muscle atrophy. You know, like, their muscles can just, but, like, just like with Coco. Mom, that wasn't a fart! Help! I trusted a fart and I shouldn't have. Never trust a fart. Coco had bladder incontinence. Coco had the kind where the muscles in her bladder, no, like, when she was sleeping and everything relaxed, she would leak. She would just pee. Not on purpose. She would just wake up and there'd be, like, pee under her. That one is a incontinence problem. And then there's also he's not doing that. He is not, he's not doing it in his sleep. He is doing it when he is awake. So there's a difference there in the fact that, like, if he was sleeping and, like, stuff just leaked out, that would be another incontinence issue. Whereas this is more like, it could be, I forget what it's called. It's not parasites because we already had that checked. It could be tumors. There could be GI issues. I forget forget what it's called. I can't find the thing. The article that I originally found. Oh, ads are about to roll. He is just pooping. Yes. It's just poop. He, knock on wood, fingers crossed, he only had one pee accident that I can remember since we have lived in this house. And that was when he was taking a steroid for an ear infection. And we honestly didn't listen to him when he was like, I have to go out now. And I forgot that the steroids make them have to pee more. And he was just like, okay, I tried to tell you. And he just peed. So he hasn't been doing that. It's just the number twos. Okay, stretch break time. I will be right back. Take a stretch, get a snack, get a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. Poop. You know, everybody does it. If you gotta go, go. I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Don't poop where you're sitting. Okay, don't do that. Go to the bathroom. All right, be right back.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Alrighty. Nicely done, chat. Oh my god, I forgot the other thing. Last night, the Sir Poops a lot kept me up all night. Okay? And I was like, you know what? Let me just put my comfort show on, put my headphones in, and go to sleep. And I opened Netflix, and I realized it was a new month. And evidently, my comfort show was one of the shows that was pulled. First of all, they only had the first 4 seasons of a 9 season show. So I had watched those same 4 seasons over and over and over and over again because, again, comfort show, that's just how these things work, you know? And it was whatever. But then they removed it. And I was like, thanks. That at 3 a.m. when I was trying to put my show on and I couldn't get it on, that should have been an indicator of the kind of day I was going to have. My comfort show is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I don't mind. I don't care. I'm not embarrassed. Like, I literally, again, at like butt o'clock, I'm like, I look it up and I click on Netflix and it's like, okay, open it in Netflix? Sure. So evidently it's look for this in my list soon. So I did find some episodes on YouTube. And I was at least able... I found some of the later season ones. So they're like... I mean, I've watched all of them a lot. So I was able to at least put that on. And that was long enough for me to get to sleep. So you would like a purple star. You got it. But that should have told me everything I needed to know about April. It is. It's such a good show. It's cute. It's fun. There's not, like... It's not one of these things where, like... I don't know. It's not... Sling TV and Plex. I've never heard of some of those. So... I will have to look. Boop. Okay, and this is for Connie. What's the number on Connie there? Connie Crossing, what? 4K. But yeah, that show is top tier. James watched every episode of it with me. Hubby did too. In fact, he started before you did. So the funniest thing, the way that I came to watch that show, and this to me is, so, I mean, if you watched any of like My Little Pony growing up, this show is not that show. My Little Pony growing up was very much, you have to believe in, like, it was little kid. It was elementary age. This is not that. It's every age friendly, but it's just like how Bluey, like, people, like, adults watch Bluey without kids. Like, it's good for all, I guess. But the way that I ended up, I was watching a sewing tutorial. Okay? I was watching a sewing tutorial on YouTube, and the person was using a song in the background, and I was like, what the heck is this? Yes, season 4 is when she becomes a princess. Ugh. And I'm like, what on earth is this song? And luckily they had it in the credits. And again, if you've watched the show, here's your star. Oh, here's your star, by the way, Connie. Thank you again for the resub. Let me add you here to our star jar. Boop. In season 1, Rarity offers to make grand galloping gala dresses for all the friends. And all the friends start making, she's like a fashion designer, and all the friends start making outlandish requests. They want all these silly things. And so she starts doing them. She's like, okay, fine. You know, like, they didn't want to listen to me. And they all end up with these really ugly dresses. But she sings like a song as she's sewing. And that is what this YouTuber used as she was sewing and like doing this sewing tutorial, was the song that she's singing in this episode. And I was like, what is this? And so I looked up that episode and I watched that episode and I was like, this is so cute. And then I watched another one, and that was the one that I introduced the show to James with, which is oh my god, I don't necessarily know all the episode names. It's the one where Rainbow Dash is competing in the Best Young Flyer competition, and she's trying to teach Fluttershy how to cheer. And yeah. And that was it. I watched 2 episodes and I was hooked, and I watched all of them, and then I was like, I think that you would like this too. And James was like, I'll give it a shot, and he was laughing at certain things, and I was like, okay. And then, like, new episodes were still coming out. Like, at that point, it was only in, like, season 3, I want to say, when I found it. So then we got to watch, like, all this, we got to watch all these other seasons together as they came out. It's adorable without being kid cringe, yes. And it, like, season 1 initially was very much, like, I don't think that they realized that adults were also going to like the show at first. So, like, season 1 kind of starts with, like, here's the lesson I learned at, like, the end of the episode, and they phased away from that very nicely. I don't know. That's my comfort show. Just before 7th season come out. Once a week is poison to my brain. So you lost interest? You remember it being good? Yeah. Good cast of voice actresses, too. How's Moving Castle when I'm trying to shut my brain off to sleep? Sometimes I make it through the whole movie. Sometimes I'm out before Sophie even meets Hal. Yeah. Most of the TV shows I put on in the background are kids' animated shows. Same. Same. Listen, there's too much going on in the world. I don't need heavy drama shows. I don't need... Oh, like, I had really enjoyed... At first... Oh my gosh, what the heck is it? The Good Doctor. Right? That's the one with the boy. His name is Sean. And he's autistic. I really love that. And then it started to become too much when I was dealing with my own health stuff. Like, medical shows can just be too much for me. Because then, as someone with anxiety, I start being like, oh my gosh, but is that a thing? Is that a problem that I'm going to have to worry about? Friends is another one that I can just put on in the background. Yep. I agree. Oh, no worries. I can't wait to see it. You've put so much work into it. Thanks for lurking. Make sure you take breaks to stretch every now and then. I know leaning over all those paper pieces can do a number on your back. Doc's VODs are your comfort show? Yeah. Honestly, I put his on, like, during the day. If I, like, missed part of a stream. Although, and I'm still there. I'm still watching. Like, I am one of those people that is very genuinely there for the streamer and not what they're streaming. But I will say that I don't feel the urge to watch back a VOD that I missed if it's Minecraft. Because I don't play it. It's not an interest to me. And that's fair, you know? Putting on VODs from last week from me? Made some hot chocolate as a treat, and now that it's done, you're gonna continue. You got this. By the way, if anyone ever wants to, like, watch old VODs and things like that, I also have a YouTube channel because Twitch eventually removes VODs. So if you're ever like, shoot, I missed this one, you can watch them there. No, I don't care. Totally fair and reasonable, yeah. And that's the thing, is that everyone's allowed to like different games, different shows, different whatever. But like, I think that's what can be like hard for me sometimes when people are like, no, I'm here for you, not your content. And then I switch what I'm doing and all of a sudden everyone's gone. And I'm like, no, they're here for the content. They're here for, like, this specific craft, which is okay. I get it. But, like, my favorite streamers, I'm going to be there even if they're playing something I don't care about. I might not be paying as close attention. I might be playing something as well. But, like, I don't know. I just like listening. I like listening and hearing about, you know, whatever. Twitch doesn't do anything with VOD rewatch numbers as far as I know. If you rewatch Doc or Megan on YouTube, yeah, it does help. It does help if you watch it on YouTube versus on Twitch. But I also know that you get a lot of ads and stuff on YouTube, so that can be annoying. But it is... Twitch doesn't care if people rewatch old VODs. They're like, whatever. Like, that doesn't add anything. Which is silly, in my opinion. When whatever they're doing is giving you a headache, sure. You only wait till they're on YouTube. I actually uploaded all the stuff on YouTube. I don't know if like everyone got like a million notifications about all the VODs that went up. But I'm all caught up. So now I have to on Saturday just like sit down and upload everything. Done that with your videos, yeah. I go back on Twitch just to clip something. Sometimes I'll go back on Twitch if it's like someone who doesn't have chat on the screen and they're like talking about something and I'm like, what in the heck was going on here? And like I'll go back to see what was happening in chat. I've done that too. Because you're like, what unhinged behavior? What was chat doing? What shenanigans? Pretty sure some silly person started it. I don't know, sometimes there's just like this god of destruction person who comes in and just starts some kind of get loved on nerd thing. You know? So not only did we go and get McDonald's last night because of Allison, I went with James to pick it up. McDonald's is at the scary light. McDonald's is at the corner where the scary light exists. If you don't know, the scary light is the light that I was stuck at that I had to make the left to go to the emergency vet. It is a 5-way highway intersection with at least like 4 lanes of traffic moving in like 3 different directions and then like 2 to 4 lanes in others. It's a lot. It's a lot at that light. And I got stuck there forever with the dog and I was panicking because I'm like, I need to move and the light won't turn green and I can't just turn because the stupid 27,000 cars moving. And so that traffic light makes me very, very stressed. So I went and I sat at that McDonald's next to the stupid light and I got my food. Also, yes, please share something good. Always. You got a promotion? Hell yeah. That's very good news. Congratulations. Thanks for sharing. That's so exciting. Is it like a new job that you're doing, or is it just like a monetary promotion kind of thing where like you're doing the same job but they gave you like a raise? Either way, very exciting. A more senior role of the same job. And also a pay raise. Heck yeah. Love that. Senior software developer. Very cool. Where am I? Am I in the... I think I did something wrong on that row. I am somewhere on the planet Earth. That is true. On the eastern coast of the United States. Those beads glow in the dark too. I agree. I think that it's so special to have like something I made be a gift. Like what? Okay. Yeah, I don't know where I made the mistake, but the numbers are numbering again, so we're good. Sometimes you just gotta undo it and redo it, you know? And then the number's number. The math is mathing again, yep. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Season 5 trailer for Phineas and Ferb tomorrow. I'm like so nervous about it. Like, what's it gonna be like? But that's heckin' exciting. It's been so long, I know. What kind of eyes did you want for your dino? I think that you might have said, but eyes Googles, okay. Googlies. Oh my god, not me doing this in the wrong spot. A Vipsy. Googly eyes are always a good option. I agree. There we go. Two. Yeah, there we go. Like, why is that not, like, lining up in the right spot? Yep. I'm just evidently a little lopsided today. It makes sense. It's been a day. Counting in this day. Hi, Emily. In this economy, fabric has been cut. Taking a break to let my back stop screaming. I don't blame you. Out of spoons? Yeah. Same. Big same. No spoons, only knives. Poop knives. Sorry. Appointment and exercise. Ooh. Looks like a sibling of your Hedgie. Oh, I forgot to do my daily today. Let me go do that. Yeah. Oh, Georgina, are you still here? Shoot. You are. So there are 2 octopi left. Do you want to pick which one you wanted, or did you want to be surprised? Well, I guess it's up to you. You didn't want the pink one, I think. The red and cream. Yeah, that one's not left. That's not one of the 2 left. So it's more just like, would you like to pick? So I'll leave it up to you if you'd like to pick. That's fine. If you'd like to be surprised, that's okay too. Surprise you? Okay. I was going to say, I don't really mind when there's like only a few left. Especially on something that like it's been out for a while. So like I don't really. So I'm thinking I don't know. These are really good sentences. Hey James, did you want me to go with you on Friday for Patch's appointment? Maybe. So, you see, you know how we talked about how when people say maybe, they always mean like a certain thing? They, you know, sometimes they mean no, sometimes they mean yes. Like you can kind of tell by the maybe. This is like one of those moments where it's like, this is him saying, I don't know, instead of maybe. Maybe means no, right? You're right. Maybe does mean no. Or is it yes, but I don't want to say that? I don't know. I think he's just being unhelpful. Okay, well, I was trying to figure out what I was going to work on the rest of the week. But I won't be here Friday if you want me to go. Ergo, my asking. Successfully done laundry. Hooray! I need to vacuum. I had my plans for the day originally consisted of planting our tree in that pot, vacuuming, you know, getting stuff done. The plans that I instead ended up, or the things I ended up having to deal with, were massive amounts of poop everywhere. And then I just gave up on the day. After having to clean the second pile directly after finished cleaning the first, I was like, I'm going to take a nap. Because Patch kept me up until 3. James, you were out. But Patch kept, like, he was doing all sorts of stuff. He kept getting up. He was digging in his bed. He was doing all this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, just shut up. And it just... So at that point, I was like, nope. I quit for the day. I'm just gonna lie down. I'm done. You also need to vacuum? I forgot I had the balloon doggy motor. I would have been using it all day. Listen, I don't want to be like... The second time it was like jelly. It was so bad, and I was so done. I was so done. No! Like, I ate something. I took my allergy meds and I just laid down. I laid down on the couch so that I could be near him in case he decided to explode again. Oh my god, James. He exploded twice. I knew it could happen. I knew it. Alright, speaking of comfort shows, right? Let's see. Let's see if I can find this real quick. I know exactly what episode it is. And I found a YouTube page that has all the My Little Pony episodes, so hold on. Now it's just a matter of like fast forwarding. Okay. This gets quoted in my house all the time. Okay? Oh.
1 for 8 in this series.
Ah! Evidently that was playing in the background. Cool. Anyway. Okay. Hang on. Hang on.
It's cold. Need a jacket or something? No thanks. I'm fine.
So, what do you think happened to Fluttershy? I hope nothing. I know, but what do you think happened? I'm trying not to think about it. Me too. But I'm thinking about it anyway. Like, what if she exploded? Just exploded? For no reason? Yeah, like, boom!
Whoa.
I know.
What if she exploded and then exploded again?
Can you do that? Can you explode twice? Of course not. What if she exploded and exploded again and then...
Oh, you two stop. She's fine.
That is quoted all the time whenever anxiety comes up in this household. What if she exploded? Just exploded? What if she exploded and then exploded again? Whoa, can you do that? Can you explode twice? Of course not. What if she exploded and exploded again and then it happened today. He exploded twice. And yeah, baseball. I have this little thing now on my phone where at the top it like shows you the like the score of the game, and so I had clicked on it before, and I guess that I had put it on in the background not knowing because my volume is off. Like I just have my pattern up on my phone, so when I turn the volume up I'm like, hello baseball. It's a neat little feature. I don't know if anyone else has that with their iPhone. Like, if you have, like, the MLB app, it, like, shows up. It has, like, a little thing right by, like, the camera. But yeah, the little widgety thing that's up at the top. Allison, this is my pattern that you're doing? Because if so, you can probably fudge it. You'll be okay. Where am I? 18. Yeah, so that gets quoted a lot in this house. That what if she exploded? And then exploded again? Can you do that? Can you explode twice? Oh, Lord. Okay, so I guess here's the question now. If I'm not going to be here Friday, do we work on diamond dotting tomorrow? Or do we just skip it this week? Because I have to also make this hedgie, and I don't know if I can get the hedgie done today. I'll try. Show the mini widget? Yeah. They're really cool. Don't go telling people how many times they can or cannot explode. Skip it this week if you don't get the hedgie done. Do the hedgie, continue in diamond dot if you have time. Okay. Five times, nice choice. Alright, we want googly eyes. We're almost done with this, which means that the last hour of stream we'll spend on hedgie. Kit Kat, you want rainbow beads for the head? You told me this. You DM'd me. Rainbow beads, the pearly ones. We'll have to figure out the pattern that you want for the rainbows if you're here. I guess that's the other question too. Because I know people kind of come and go as they need to, which is totally cool. Same purple body color? Okay. The blast is powerful enough to express my feelings. Yeah. You don't want to half-ass that. Okay, ads are about to play. So, we shall take a stretch break. Perfect opportunity to get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, or just take a stretch if you have been lurking and working. Maybe just like lean back. You know, change how you're sitting. De-shrimpify yourself if you're sitting like a shrimp. We're going to play some words on stream, and then I will be back. We will finish up this dinosaur, and then we will get started on a hedgie. We're going to figure out color placement for said hedgie first. Okay. Be right back. Whoosh! Oh my goodness. Hi, Raccoon. So, I had put the blanket that Artie loves to lie on the couch. I had like thrown it on the couch and it ended up making kind of like a tent. And so I went to get some strawberry lemonade that we had in the fridge because I deserve a nice little treat today. And I was like, you know, I just have a feeling. So here's where Pippin is. Here's how the blanket looks. She says, I found a tent. I found a tent, Mom. I'm very cold. Who doesn't love a blanket fort? She's like, I found a blanket fort. It was already made. A pre-made blanket fort in my favorite blanket on my couch. Now we'll have to see if she ends up coming in here now. Cause I don't know. All right, pull the pattern back up. Yeah, I perceived her. I disrupted. She's at the door. Oh, hi. She's literally right there. Hi, honey. Were you snoozing? She's like, Mom woke me up, so she must want me. Hi. I didn't mean to disturb you. I had to see if you were there. I'm sorry. Come here. Come on. Wow, what a big jump. Hello. Hi. You were doing such a big sleep? Oh. What day is it, huh? Hi. You sweet girl. She says, here's my body, chat. Let me get you a little spot to be cozy if you want. Hi. Come here. Come be cozy. Yeah. This is a good spot. Oh, big stretches. Oh my goodness. What a sleepy girl. I understand. It's a gloomy kind of sleepy day. Oh, join us. Take Poke Start. No, you gotta stay here. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You stay here on the lap. Okay? I give you scritchies if you do. Okay? Yeah. Who'd you get? Piplup. I love Piplup. He's a cutie. I see your teeth. Thanks. She's like, Mom. Mom, no. Piplup is a good starter. Oh? What changed? Or is it like one of those really long things that no one ever reads? Okay. Like 14 sections of endless text. Oh my gosh. You're so sweet. You know, honestly, y'all, I could really use a blanket fort. I could really use, like, curling up in a blanket. Comfy pillow, cozy blanket. Yeah, I could. Oh, it's this one. I really could. Oh, she's looked away. Safe made blanket fort, right? Spread over the kitchen chairs and the couch corner. I love them too. Did you want a smile or anything on this guy? Or just the googly eyes? Precious baby. Yeah, she got a big smile. You think it would show up? I don't know. No, stop. You stay right where you are, ma'am. That is, in fact, the opposite of what I asked you to do. Oh, what? You don't like that? Well, I don't like you on my desk. It's funny how we don't like certain things. Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, what? Do you want to sit on... She's like, no, I don't actually want to sit here, but I want to be like, Mom, why is your desk a mess? And make you feel bad about it. Here. There you go. There's your blanket. Sit your ass over here. Can I help you? Come here. What's everyone else doing? Anyone else doing anything? Reading? No. Crochet and doom scrolling. Mood. Shopping for a mechanical keyboard. Suffering the man flu. Can I help you? You're just shooting beads across my desk. Did you talk to whoever's in charge at Drill about how you're feeling? Oh my god, Artie, there's so much freaking cat hair all over me now. He's not listening to me. Okay, get off my desk. Sit on my lap. I just want to... I literally was going to be able to finish this and do part of the hedgie, and you're just disrupting. Do we like the smile? I can move it down a row, too. There's so much freaking cat hair now everywhere. Love it. Okay. They're gonna make you go in tomorrow? Okay, well then maybe you should be resting instead of playing games. Have you had more water? Have you had any kind of vitamin C yet? Have you taken anything? Mucinex, the Advil, sinus, like anything? I had to clean up tons of poo, and now I have a man with the flu. I didn't think I was a bad person, but maybe. I heard that big laugh out there. You think I'm not a good person, James? Huh? We gonna be fighting? You're leaving? You didn't like my lap? Mom and Dad are fighting! Oh. Okay, you're gonna sit back there? I love your life. Laugh. Live, laugh, love. Hooray. Dinosaur. Done. Hedgehog pattern opened. Okay. Oh, wait, we need to figure out the beads. Congratulations, it's a dinosaur at 5:30. Okay. Nailed it. So... So... Do you want it to be like this, but like repeat the rainbow? So like I can do red, or the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and then like repeat it. Like I can center it so that the rainbow... I really don't know where all of my pins went, and that's annoying me. Or do you want there to be like white clouds and stuff like that? For real, where the heck did my pins go? Think a repeat would be fun? Okay. Oh, good. I don't know where my magnetic pins went, but I do have these. So, Silicons, give back the pins you hid in the wall. wanna. They're keeping me pinned down.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Oh, no, it won't be trouble at all. I just need to figure out where everything goes, that's all. Because there's a different number of colors than this rainbow. So that's all that I'm doing, is just figuring out where each color will go. I can show you what it looks like, and then you can decide if you like it or not. iPad died, rip. So like this is how the side would be. So you'd have like green, blue, purple, pink, dark pink, orange, yellow, green. Blue. Hey, James. Hey, James. Abrams is here. Yeah, the black kitty. Hey, James.
Hey, Megan.
Abrams is here.
Aw.
He says, I'd like some din
I can give him some food.
before the rains. Man flu today was not on the bingo card. He sounds awful. Wow, you sound like shit.
Thank you.
I was trying to log in so that we could see Abrams, and it's not freaking working. This is what it would look like, though. So we'd have Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and red. And then on this side, there'd be pink, purple, blue, and green. We like it. Come on, camera. For real. Okay, go away. Go away. That's close up. There hims is. The camera froze. Camera, please. Okay. What kind of nose would you like on your hedgie? Do you nose yet? I've got pink, red, brown, and black. The camera's like extra frozen right now. I can embroider it. I could also paint it if you want it like a different color. Yeah, that's Abrams. He's there right now. But the camera's being stupid. But you can kind of see him. It's frozen, but he's there. He came early. I wonder if it's going to storm. If it's going to be like rainy. It's going to rain tomorrow, but... He is such a stink. James, can you hear me? Okay. So last night, Abrams came by and he got his food. And then Birch came by a little while later. And I was like, hold on, Birch, I'm coming, buddy. And so I went and I got Birch food. But of course, Birch is afraid. And so as soon as you open the door, he takes off. So I got Birch his food, put it out, he took off. Within 5 minutes, Abrams is like, second dinner?
Oh, God.
Oh my God, for me? And he ate, and I went out there and I'm looking at him out the back door and I'm like, sir? And he's looking up at me with like crumbs all over his black face. And I'm like, that wasn't for you. And he kind of like licks his lips and then goes back to it. And I'm like, bro. I'm quite happy here. And I feel bad because, like, I try to open the door slowly, but, like, as soon as the lock clicks, Birch takes off. And I'm like, buddy, like, I wish that there was some kind of like, an automatic feeder that I could put out there that could handle the weather.
Yeah.
Because, like, I would just push a button so then food would come. I mean, Birch would probably take off with that, too, but, like... I don't know. I just feel bad because I'm like, he came, he was hungry, and then he was like, no. The scary lady's at the door, and I'm like, I'm really not. The others learned. I'm sure he will too, but... Yeah. What you doing? Are you, like, laying down? You getting your cooties in the sheets? Cool.
You're welcome.
What are you doing at drill tomorrow?
Not a whole heck of a lot. I might be able to get out early again. I don't have to go in until 8.
And they can't let you, like, stay home? Silicons! Silicons, it's your baby! Silicons, hurry! Okay. Very good. I was about to at you. At least you were here and, like, not in the bathroom or something. That's always the worst, where I'm like, oh my god, get back! You're about to? There you go. Go piss, girl. You got it. Congratulations. Uh-oh, what happened? Oopsies! I have to happy. Misclick. Were they in chat? Did they say something?
Talking to me?
No. Oh no, okay. Literally, they did nothing. I wish there was an "Are you sure" button. It was Artie's fault. Nah, you're good. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. When in doubt, blame the cat. Listen, the fact that cats can actually, like, time someone out or ban someone shows you how easy it is. Like, it's just one button that you push. And it's, like, done. And it's, oh. Okay. I mean, at least you can undo it, but still. Patches. I don't think Boo has ever banned someone yet. Follow now, chat. Or people, for a chance to be banned one day by a cat. James is laughing. I would love to be banned by a cat. I'm in. It's an honor. It's like a badge, you know? Like, congratulations, you've been here long enough. Well, actually, sometimes it doesn't even need to be that long, and an animal has banned you. Welcome to the family. I'll let Cass walk all over the keyboard one day. We'll see what happens. For science! What honor shall bestow upon chat? And you just want regular safety eyes for this one? Or do you want... I don't know how googly eyes would look. They might be big. Don't tell the Nuggies, but I think I'm going to have Dino Nuggies for dinner. Top tier choice. I really wish that I still had Dino Nuggies in the freezer. I'm out. Because I did I did get a picture of the Dino Nuggies in a chicken nugget box. But I don't have any Dino Nuggies to take a picture of, like, a bunch of Dino Nuggies together. Hold up the googly eyes just to see? Okay, we can do that. Continue cluster, single, okay. For science, yeah. Absolutely. We do a lot of things for science here. We're scientists. We're crafty. I don't know what craft scientists are, but that's what we are. Yeah. Craftologist? I don't know. You know, Artie, you could go snuggle Dad. Would you like a cat? Like, she's being good, so I don't need to get rid of her, but... He's not listening. Yeah, I don't blame you. Man flu. Gross. It's so interesting how, like, I bought a bunch of these bags, right? Of these beads. And how, in theory, they should all have roughly the same amount of each color. You would think. But clearly, we are lacking... Oh, maybe you guys can't see. We are lacking in the purple department. I know. I know. It really leaves me in a pickle. No, because, like, I sorted this and, like, I definitely haven't used that many purple. Melt some red and blue together to make your own. Difficult to keep. Expensive to make. Patch, enough! often fade fast, but not like, not with beads. You would think. Like maybe fabrics. Surely they must have improved upon that over the years. I don't know about that. I can go buy Rit Dye Purple. Make your own, problem solved. People won't notice. Yeah, either that or I don't know, like how, you know, like the machines or the sorter, or like when they make these things, all these rainbow beads, are they then all just like poured into one big container? And then it's like the big container has like a thing where it puts the colors all in a bag? Because it could just be the luck of the draw then that like, are you going to have a bunch of one color and not a lot of another? Like, if they're almost all like funneling into one big collective holder.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Indiana, hello. Yeah, I don't know how it's done. Welcome in, Raiders. I don't know, I'm making this up as I go. Welcome in. Aren't we all just making it up as we go? How are you? How was your stream? What were you working on today? Hello, sweet wild thing. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Let's get you a raid star. You know me from Kiki? That's so nice. We love Kiki. Kiki's so sweet. You're playing Doom Eternal. Ooh. How was that? Welcome in, everyone, by the way. My name is Megan. I am a neurodivergent variety streamer here on Twitch. I am usually crafting, mostly cross-stitch, crochet, or knitting. But we do play games here sometimes. It's just a lot of comfy, cozy vibes, crafts, chats, cats, and chaos. So if any of that sounds interesting, welcome. You're in the right place. I do this thing right now. For every raid we get and every sub, you get your name on a star that gets added to our star jar. So all of the raids are gold. Look at them all in there. And then all the different colored ones are for subscribers. You get to pick what color you want each month. And we add it to the jar. And I just thought it would be a cool way of like seeing, I don't know, how many people come in over the course of the year kind of thing. So let's make you a paper star. And I do believe that this is your first time here. Who knows what that means? Patch, stop it, please. Autistic LGBTQIA VTuber. Hi, I'm autistic too. That plays RD. Oh man, we do the same thing. Yes, we are very, very neurodivergent friendly space. Pronouns are they, them. Came out as non-binary this week. Holy moly, congratulations. And thank you for feeling comfortable enough to share that with us. That means a lot. We have the pronoun extension in chat. So it's actually a great time to remind everyone, if you don't, sorry, evidently my caps lock is on. If you don't already have the pronoun extension, you can go ahead and click that. And it will show up with a little pronoun thing next to your name. So it's a really great way of seeing what pronouns everyone uses in chat. But thank you so much for telling me about yourself. I really do appreciate it. We have a raid video I would love to play for you if you have a minute. I also understand if you need to raid and run, do post-stream self-care, anything like that. But I always like to welcome new friends in, let them see a little bit of the silliness that happens behind the scenes, and then I will be right back. Whoosh. Say hi. Hi, I'm Megan, and welcome to my stream. We have cats in hats. Dear diary, dear diary, I dressed as an orange for you. It worked. You're so cute. I can't. Look your face. Nailed it first try. And welcome to my birthday stream.
Less than 3,333,333,333,333. Love my family at the moat.
Artemis is staring into your soul right now. Y'all, look at, you're getting so much maple silliness. Oh, you like the lesbian? Enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you hit that follow button. So, raiders and friends of the moat, I have a question, and that is, are you ready for some shenanigans? /in chat if you are. I'm so sparkly! I'm so sparkly. Alright, Raiders, Moat, friends, if you are here and you're a follower, you have access to the ready emote. Be sure to share it in chat if you are here and ready, in fact, for shenanigans. The ADHD is there. Always. Always. It's there and it's screaming. Here is your raid star. Let me add you to our jar. Alright, I'm going to snooze these ads for a second because I don't want them to play just yet. Today we are working on fidget toys, believe it or not. I am crocheting fidget toys. I found these great patterns. A lot of the things that I make my own patterns for. But these I have just really, really loved. I think that they're really well done. And they're really cute. And so we have pre-orders open. So basically people can pick whatever color yarn they want, whatever color beads they want, and I will make it live on stream. So here is an example of one. Hold on. One that's all done. And I love these for fidgeting. I love these for sensory things. Here's a little fidget hedgie. This one's mine, and it goes with me lots of places. It's great because you can move the beads back and forth. You can spin them by moving it like this, and they're also just, you know, kind of squishy. So I really love them. And then I don't have my child in this room, Chicken Nugget. Because they had a photo shoot yesterday. But we've also been making fidget dinosaurs with little beads on their spines instead. And they're just pudgy and cute. And they're perfect for using googly eyes on. So they're safety eyes. They won't come off. But they look really cute with googly eyes. So we've been having a lot of fun with those. Right now I am making a rainbow hedgie. We might actually get a cat appearance. Are you getting up or are you just turning around? Oh, there she is. Hello. Can I help you? Getting into art stuff this year. That's fun. Oh my god, I love coloring books. I think they're so great. Can I help you? This is Artemis. She's she's a big helper. Coming to say hi? Hi, you were sleeping. She is not an agent of chaos. She is chaos. You came to see the Raiders? That's very nice. You say welcome. They're over that way, though. She's orange, so you know. There you go. There you go. They're over here. You say hello. You know what I'm going to do because you're on my desk. Dad's not feeling good. And he's in the bed. Which means he's ready for kitty cuddles. Do you want to go give him some? Oh, come here. Let's go see him. Be right back, Jack. Are you trying to sleep? She's like my best friend. She loves my husband. Will Pippin be cuddling? Probably not. She hasn't actually jumped up on the bed yet. So even though she's watched Artie do it, and even though she is more than capable of, because she is definitely tall enough, she's not done it yet. So we'll see. Going to leave a lurk? No worries. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for bringing your community over and trusting them here with me. That really means so much. I promise we will look after them. I hope that you enjoy your lurk and you have a good day at work and that we see you again. Oh, that was the other thing I forgot. I stream Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. It's currently 6:10. 6 is kind of loose. Sometimes we go over a little bit. Don't worry. Starting time is usually 3 o'clock, but sometimes because there are pets, there are messes that require a little bit of a later start. Like today. Today we started at like 3:05 because just life. We do have a stretch break that is about to come up. Basically, anytime that Twitch plays an ad, I count that as a stretch break. It's a time to get up, get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, or just take a stretch, you know? De-shrimp, sit up straight, move around a little bit. What I'm going to do on this break, I forgot to grab the safety noses. I'm going to grab those real quick, and we can pick a nose for your Hedgie, and we'll do eyes and all of that when we get back. And yeah, okay. I'm going to get a drink too. I'll be right back. Whoosh. Nicely done, everyone. Already left James. She said, no, do not want boy cooties. And she left. What? You said you wanted to see a pink nose, I think? I'm like sitting here, I put her in the bed with him, and she was there for a minute, and then, like, I got the noses, and I'm sitting down, and all of a sudden I just see her walk down the hallway. She was like, ew. Ew. Gross. Did say pink, okay. That's so cute. Oh, that's right. We wanted to see the googly eyes. These, they're too big. If we had tiny googly eyes, they could probably work. Patch, that's enough. I can't put them in because the pegs are thicker than the ones that I have that I'll be using, so I don't want to stretch it out too much, but I mean, they could work. They'd be big. Oh, she's going back now. I told him, I'm like, maybe she just had to pee. And in that case, we appreciate not peeing in the bed. Kind of like it. What size do I have of these? Hang on. What was that? Oh, that was you? I thought that was her. I have 12 and 15 millimeter. Ah, they do make a 10 millimeter. Kit Kat, do you want me to order that? It'll be here by Friday. So it would be a little bit smaller than this. It would be this size. No. I don't mind because again, I use these. Like I use them. I like this brand because the backs are good. So I don't mind having a smaller set of them because I do use them. They're $6 or $7 for 50. And that's a good price. So what I can do is we can continue working basically until I start to decrease, in which case I would need to like stop just so that way I can put the eyes in. But They would be here Friday. Okay. I think that we've just opened up a whole new thing. Will it googly? Okay. We like the pink nose, or do you want to wait? You love the pink nose. Okay. So I'm making this doll for my niece. And OMG, I had no idea how big this doll's head was going to be. And it said that they use oval safety eyes, which makes sense because it's a big head. And I got some, but they're flat. And I found some that are more. Here, let me show you the pattern. My niece loves Little Mermaid. I found this pattern on Etsy. Is that not the cutest? But y'all, this head is massive. Like, they must have been using a much lighter crochet hook, like yarn situation, because I am using a 2.75 millimeter and worsted weight yarn. Do you want... Let me go get this. Let me show you. Pat, shut up. By the way, in case you're wondering, she is in the litter box. I'm not done yet. A blanket to start? Maybe not. Maybe a scarf. A scarf or a hat. Y'all. You saw the picture where it fit in her hand. It's gonna be a big doll. And so I found, I don't know. Evidently this was like a box of eyes and noses, and so some of them are like rounded, and some of them are flat, and I can't tell if the flat ones are terrible. But, like, trying to find ones that are round and oval. Oh, that actually... Oh, wait, just kidding. Evidently, a lot of the times this is considered noses. See, that's bigger than this. And that's... But yeah, this is... not... It's not the Little Mermaid. The big freaking mermaid. Gosh. Hey, hey, stop rubbing your face. You're gonna hurt yourself. I wonder... Of course they have them. Glass Eyes Online has them. Let's see. But see, are they flat? Because some of the... See, like, these ones are round. But then there are ones that are flat. How in the heck do I know? Yeah. That might make a difference. Those are only yellow. Yeah, I could message them. This is my go-to, by the way, for safety eyes. It's such a big... I don't know. I have to... Maybe I'll, like... Maybe I'll start her hair. Even though it's not time for her hair. Like, that's why I kind of... First of all, working on that off stream has been like, let's not push ourselves too much, you know? Oh, that's nice. No place local sells them, unfortunately. I have to order them all online. Hair changes a lot on the... Yeah. Even just, like, stitching the nose. I just started putting the nose into place. Like, I haven't finished. There's just one line. But even just doing that, like, changes a lot. Alright, let's get one more row done. Okay, so tomorrow we'll start off with, like I said, we'll finish up as much as I can with this up until I get to where I need to put eyeballs in, like I can't do anymore. And then we will diamond dot. Nope. That's not right. Yeah, it said it was going to rain tomorrow. I do believe it's going to rain now. Finding it in the store, yeah. Yeah. It's a bummer when, like, you just don't have a lot of craft stores. Or at least, like, the kind that you, like, well-stocked ones, if that makes any sense. Like, ones that have lots of different supplies. In over an hour, yeah. Your own supply comes from Walmart. Currently raining and thunderstorming for you. Or it will be tonight. Sorry, I just saw the 8 p.m. Eastern. One tiny, poorly stocked. Oh no. Went out of business? Yeah. US peeps are dealing with that right now. Joann Fabrics is going out of business. And they were a huge fabric retail store. Fabric, yarn, sewing, everything. It's very upsetting. Oh no! That's awkward. How many? What? Alright, you know what? It might just be time to call it here. Because evidently I made a mistake. Somewhere, I don't know where. The dog is crying. I can feel my patience disappearing because I don't get a break. And he doesn't need anything. Like, I'm gonna let him out and he's gonna go lay down in the other room. And go to sleep. And be fine. And I'm just... Spoons are gone. Okay, so what did I do wrong here? Like, there's a part of me that doesn't want to stop because I want to get it right. You know? Like, it's not going to line up. Why isn't... Wait, hold on. Wait. I know why it's not lining up because I clicked the button wrong. Hold on. I didn't push the button after I had done that round. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's why it's not fitting. Okay. Nope, we're good. We're good now. Everything's fine. No, I didn't push my row counter at the end. So I was doing the right row by what my counter said, but the counter was wrong. If that makes any sense. I forgot to push it because we were looking at ordering googly eyes. So I got distracted. How dare it be wrong, doesn't it? Doesn't it know? Even if I forget to click it, to just click it. Needs to learn to click itself. Shame on that counter. Hey, would you look at that? The math now maths. Love to see it. I only have 3 more rows before I have to stop. These ones are quick because I don't have to do like decreases and increases, and there's not as much counting. But I'd probably stop because I need to do dinner stuff and all that. Yeah. You go in while she has to go to JCPenney? Do it. Let us know if you find anything. You don't have to type manually, I understand. Even if it writes out question mark. Don't hurt yourself. I think that's why it was typing out things like question mark. I think that she was using voice to text and it was like, instead of writing question mark, it was like saying it, which is silly. No, you're so good. So, Kit Kat, if I'm not streaming on Friday, would you like me to send a picture of the hedgie with the googly eyes and you can let me know if you like it and I can just get it out in the mail? That way it's not like waiting all weekend. Like I can just finish it off stream. Ooh, enjoy your dinner. Yeah, I'm done after this row because then we're going to start decreasing. And I don't want to do that without eyeballs in. Yeah. Part of me, I mean, like even if I'm not streaming, I'm going to want to be crafting. I just don't know if like, it's going to depend on how long we're at the vet. It's going to depend on what the vet says. And, you know, like if I have the energy to be on camera, like on stream stuff again. Because like the other thing too is if it's late, sometimes I feel like people have already found other things to do that day since I wasn't there, which is fine. And it's Friday, so it's typically quiet anyway. So, I don't know. If life could chill out, that'd be cool. I'd appreciate that. Yeah. Did you not get an email? It's in transit. It says it's arriving today. The way that... Ugh, okay, hold on. Let me... I hate the way that my... This is like the one thing that irritates the crap out of me. The way that my, my website works is that in order... Okay. Sharn and Raccoon, you should be getting emails. The way that I have to do this, alright, it says 3 to be shipped, which is, I believe, Georgina's and Kit Kat's, the one that we're working on now. To send the shipping information, I first have to download the orders, okay? Then I have to put it into a Google Doc because it doesn't work otherwise. Here, hold on, we'll just... Oops. I don't want to dox anything, so I won't share that. I then have to put it into a Google Doc. And then, when I'm done, I have to export that Google Doc as a CSV file. I then have to take the download, drag it into Fourth Wall to then email everyone that things have shipped. And that is how I do my order. Like, it is the biggest pain in the ass. So I had done it over the weekend. Like, orders went out. I just evidently didn't upload it into the thing. Like, the widget, like, all the information is here. If I go into my shipping thing, I can see it was the thing. Can I tell you when it was purchased? It shipped on Monday, the 31st. So, evidently I just didn't, like, I packaged them over the weekend. It shipped out on Monday, and evidently over the weekend I just didn't remember to drag that thing. It's such a pain in the ass. I have never seen... like a website do this way. It's so silly to me. Oh, look, an email, yeah. But again, every other website I've ever had, I just have to copy the shipping, like what the heck is this? The thing that you plug in to, like, track your packages, your tracking number. There we go. Every other website, I've just had to plug the tracking number in and it does everything else for you. This one doesn't. And the fact that that they haven't changed this in this long, like, why is this such a pain? It's the least comprehensive way of doing this. And then, if I don't send something, then people are like, oh, did my product not... No, it shipped. It shipped days ago, and it should be there. I mean, I don't think that it matters if... Like, I still have to do it this way. I've mentioned it to them before. I've told them this before, but I'll mention it again. I don't have the spoons to do it today. Spoons are gone, only knives. But the next time that I have spoons, I'll open up another ticket and be like, how is this still like a year later? Over a year later. And we're still dealing with this. Because I was half expecting you to come in today, Raccoon, and be like, my dinosaur's here. So when you're like, did you ship it? I'm like, yes. Why? But if Sharn just got an email, you should have just gotten an email with the tracking stuff. It's saying Thursday delivery? Okay. So tomorrow. It's so dumb. So dumb. Handle it in their system. Well, and the thing is that it, like, they obviously they ship and update people on the things that they ship, because Fourth Wall, like, one of their primary things that they do is make merch and then ship it for you. So they have to put that information in because they make stuff and then ship it. So I've gotten shipping notifications from like merch stores before from Fourth Wall that like my merch is shipped. So why can't they just edit? Like what? When I have the energy, I will reach out again and be like, y'all, please. Because it's so easy to copy and paste. It's so easy to copy and paste the tracking number. Thank you, Allison. I appreciate it. It's not so easy, and it's just so many more steps. And again, I don't mind taking the extra steps. It's just that sometimes you're distracted by a package being delivered, by an animal needing you, by something, and so you walk away and you have your label printed, you have your package packaged, and so you're like, oh, okay, you know, I'm done. Like, I'll drop it in the mail. And then you never think about it until someone else does an order or something, and then all of a sudden you see that there's a bunch of orders outstanding, and you're like, no, I shipped oh, crap. All right, well, sorry about the delay in getting you that information, but at least it's on its way. Thank you all so much for hanging out today, for keeping me company. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your time zone, wherever you are. I am going to go and take care of critters and sick husbands. So, anyway, I think I'm just going to end today. I don't think I'm going to raid, because I have to go and do things. And again, the spoons are not spooning. The energy is not there. But I love you all. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for keeping me company today. Eat something tasty, drink some water, take your meds. Remember you're loved, and I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? I hope tonight gets better too, and I hope that tomorrow there's not poop everywhere. Yeah, that'd be good. No poop. Okay. Bye.